Hey guys, welcome back to GTA Magic. Today we'll talk about GTA updates that were garbage. Let's head into it. Number 8. Holiday Gifts. While it is pretty nice that snow was added to Los Santos, it did not last, and neither did the items the player could get. Clothes were added in the update, allowing the player to look like snowmen, elves, or reindeer. The sad part is that the clothes would vanish forever if the player took them off after the update passed. This is not the first update GTA Online received, so it makes no sense why they would take away the items. The player had to pay for these items with their money, making it odd these clothes would disappear forever. Number 7. January 2016 Update. This update does not even have a name, if that says anything. This update added the drop zone mission for adversary mode, while also adding 2 new vehicles that can be upgraded at Benny's garage. No new clothing was added, despite new clothing being used for the adversary mode. Only about a week later, Rockstar released the Valentine's update for 2016. It seems like this update could have waited the week to release. Number 6. Beach Bum Update. The Beach Bum update was the first update introduced to Grand Theft Auto Online. Beach clothing and beach vehicles were added, but these outfits do not really change from what the player was able to buy already. It might have been the first update, and Rockstar might have learned what players want, but it was still a bit of a disappointment. The only upside was the addition of a van you could paint a shark onto. Number 5. High Life Update. The High Life update added new clothes, vehicles, and the ability to buy a second property. More jobs were also added for the player to complete. The bad part, though, is a new mental state system that was added to the game. The mental state of a player will rise as they kill NPCs, players, and blow up cars. This will rise even if the player is killing in self-defense. It might not seem like a big deal, but it will lead to players being more likely to kill you. Number 4. Independence Day Special. This update was added to celebrate the 4th of July. Added were a musket, fireworks, and vehicles with American flag decals. As cool and fittingly patriotic as these additions sounded, the one major issue is a lot of this stuff is only available once a year. Much like the holiday special, players are only able to buy this gear when the event happens. This means if they miss the 4th of July, they have to wait an entire year if they want a musket or fireworks. Additionally, this means players would have to ration their fireworks for an entire year before they could get more. Number 3. Lowriders. Upon its reveal trailer release, the Lowriders DLC met positive approval among the fans, calling it a flashback to the old-school San Andreas gangsta days. Players can take missions from Lamar Davis, Franklin's sidekick from the Grove Street, and visit the new Benny's Original Motorworks custom shop to update their wheels. Unfortunately, it's way too overpriced, especially during the earlier stage of the game, where having 1 or 2 million makes you rich. It costs over 300,000 GTA dollars to modify your lowrider wheel alone. Number 2. Cunning Stunts. More Racing Update, GTAO's Cunning Stunts, was an update that was released back in 2016. As the DLC title suggests, Cunning Stunts is a more extreme version of the stunt race events, with over 27 new stunt tracks ready to be explored and plenty other of players' customization options. Unfortunately, most of these stunt tracks feel repetitive at best. On top of that, the game's drafting mechanism is a little broken and unrealistic. Either way, it's still a fun mode to play against online players, even if all the hassle and trial and error attempts sometimes get too unrewarding. Number 1. Microtransactions. Though many gamers may not love microtransactions, the numbers don't lie. According to an IGN interview with Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick, recurrent consumer spending made up 42% of the company's earnings in the quarter preceding the article. With nearly half of the revenue coming in from such a business model, it's difficult to avoid the practice entirely. Microtransactions have changed the Grand Theft Auto series, and will likely have an effect on what GTA 6 will look like upon its release. While microtransactions may be great for video game companies, they are not ideal for gamers. The practice opens the door for publishers to release a title that feels incomplete, doling out additional features to eager players who want a better experience. FOMO, fear of missing out, pressure consumers to spend money on something like a skin or another element that may not add much to the experience otherwise. Microtransactions also give companies an opportunity to strip away components from a game and then later release them as paid content. As the Grand Theft Auto series continues to lean on microtransactions for revenue, gamers will likely have to grin and bear it. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.